Alright, so I know I kind of been fucking off with the entire uploading scenario, but the fact that I'm just sitting here right now, like at 11 o'clock at night, no lights on, just staring at my monitor, watching my microphone decibels go up and down, make sure that my microphone's working all together, just proves, hey, let's make a video. Why not? And it's actually a commentating one, believe it or not. I don't know what I'm going to be naming like this video altogether, and no, I don't technically count it as a podcast. I mean, you can watch it with the gameplay that I have in the background, or you can just listen to it while you're doing your own stuff. I have a little list here of things I want to talk about, and we're just going to go from there. And hopefully nothing goes wrong. Obviously, how I've been doing great outside of literally me just a few hours ago playing VR and literally slamming my finger on the top of my TV because the Guardian on my Oculus, that's what I run on VR, PC VR anyways, and it just, I was unloading a magazine in 3H, or hot dog horseshoes and hand grenades, and I popped it and left a nice little scab and left my finger sticky for the remainder of the game. Luckily, luckily I didn't bleed all over the controller, and it actually stopped bleeding after like 5 minutes, so shockingly, I know. Now I know what you're gonna be thinking, what's after this intro. Clearly, it's, if you haven't been online or been off of one, oh, I can't speak. If you haven't been on the Call of Duty side recently, you realize that the dickwads at Activision shut down H2M, or as I would consider, the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remaster mod. And that's because Activision knows so well that it would be superior to BO6. And they technically admitted that to the one administrator that was running behind the H2M mod. They ended up telling us what the cease and desist was for. Cease and desist? What the fuck? Cease and desist. I cannot speak. It has been so long since I've done any kind of commentary. I'm glad I didn't do this on camera. I'm just sitting here, again, in my chair doing this. But I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised, but at the same time, not really. Because let's be real here, it is Activision. Activision loves fucking everyone over. They think, oh, we don't need you to do mod support. You can just play on our dangerous games and everything, even though there's no antiviruses and there's no anti-cheats and anything like that. They just expect you to hop on the Steam version of games and then expect, oh, you won't have any issues, even though there are RCE exploits, rat exploits, and stuff to get your IP address and everything like that. So yeah, Activision, yeah, I'm sure those games are perfectly fine, and the only reason, and mods just cause problems, even though it's been proven that the mods are the only reason that people can play the old Call of Duty safely. I'm just waiting for them to straight up be like, oh, let's take down Plutonium, Plutonium, Ultaware, and then the H1 mod. Which I'm surprised they didn't, because it's right next to H2, or the H2M, and they're both running off of MWR's EXE. I because the first they took down SM2, which was going to be the sequel of Call of Duty Online. In my opinion, it's Call of Duty Online, but at the same time, it's basically just a remake of all the old CODs and new, just mashed together in one giant great game. Something that they should have done, but no, they decided, now let's just put a cease and desist on it, because one of the reasons clearly being that you didn't have to own the game, which pretty much is probably the trigger of why they sent the cease and desist to the SM2 mod. But at the same time, I think they were just afraid because they knew for a fact that that game was going to succeed over the new trash that they have. And it's the same thing with H2M, now that I think about it, so and the only reason Ultaware exists to fix the X Labs issue, because Momo got the developer, one of the main developers anyways, for the other Call of Duty clients, IW4X, Modern Warfare 2, IW6X, which is Ghost, but let's be real here, nobody plays Ghost because Ghost is the worst Call of Duty of all time. Tell me I'm wrong. And then there's S1X for Advanced Warfare. So X Labs got taken down, and while he was at it, he might as well took down the Boy Project, which is for the Black Ops 3 client. Well, Ultaware ended up coming around, and from there, the X Labs projects were actually resurrected again, and we ended up getting our IW4X back. And yeah, basically we just got X Labs back, but through Ultaware. It's more updated now, and there's even new emblems and calling cards in the IW4X client altogether. And I think S1X, honestly, is better in the Ultaware client because I no longer have that frame rate issue where if I run into somebody, it automatically lags and holds its spot for like a solid second. It just automatically just flows right through. Except for the last 2 times I've been playing, it's starting to act up again, but I'm pretty sure it's through the servers themselves that's causing this issue. I don't know, maybe that's just me. So we have Ultaware, Plutonium, which holds Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, World at War, and then MW3. H1 for the Modern Warfare Remastered game, not any mods included with it. And then you got C4X, which is basically the Call of Duty 4, just COD 4 in general, so. And that you don't even need a mod. You just literally put in an install command and then switch the version from the current Steam version to the latest pack, which is 21 point something, or I don't know. I ended up updating it surprisingly, so I guess something happened there. I'm just going out of. I have no idea what to go from there. Actually, I'm just saying though, if Activision ends up finding out about those clients and to think, hey, those mods are starting to get popular again, I feel like they're just gonna go out of their way and take down all the clients altogether. And that means no more old Call of Duty. So, ask me, they hate the old fans and they just want us to play the new trash that they're releasing, including Black Ops 6, which I'm not playing or buying. I haven't bought or even played the free versions of any of the new trash that they've been releasing, and I don't plan to ever play the new garbage that they play, and anybody who does is a typical COD cocksucker, so if you don't watch Optimus, you don't understand that reference. Optimus reference all those new Call of Duty game players all together as cocksuckers, and he's right about that. Sorry, but old COD is superior. World War II is the last Call of Duty that was actually good. Black Ops 4 started the failure and microtransactions, and of course battle. Okay, no, not the microtransactions, the Battle Pass segment because it was competing to Fortnite. And then MW Modern Warfare 2019 ended up killing COD altogether and introducing a shit ton more campers than we already had to deal with from the original games to begin with. It inspired it, actually. Honestly, I was gonna say some more stuff about it, but it's like I'm fresh out of ideas from this point, actually, with COD. Wow, I'm actually going through this list a lot faster than I thought. So like most of the gameplay that I recorded, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to even make it through the original port that I'm gonna be doing, which was For Honor. Because I got like 40 minutes of gameplay footage for nothing then. I don't know. Next up in the category list here is Splatfest. Splatfest. The Grand Splatfest is coming up, and supposedly it is the finale of the entire Splatoon event. I'm going to be participating in the entire 4-day segment. I don't know if I'll plan on streaming it or if I'm just gonna make videos of it at all. I definitely have a triple like splatage that I need to do. Most of them are screenshots though, so that's definitely a work in progress. shit. Honestly, I was technically right about the prediction for the finale, semi, because the last one, if you don't know, is past, present, or future, which supposedly is everybody saying on Twitter and shit that it's gonna be the main event for the upcoming Splatoon 4, even though I don't see a Splatoon 4 coming at all, if you ask me. And if there is, it's definitely gonna be on the Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever the new console is gonna be. Because I'm pretty sure that, and then of course with the new Metroid game that they released is gonna be on that new sequel console as well. But I was, again, technically right about it. Even though it says past, present, future, the idols that are running it is going to be Squid Sisters versus Off the Hook versus Deep Cut. So technically, I am half correct on that prediction. I've been predicting that for, I would say, at least 3 to 4 Splatfests before the finale, anyways. So that's like what? I'm just going to look at that actually right now. So technically, if we're going back 4, that would be, I'm not counting the latest one either, so we're gonna go up 1. So I've been predicting it since the keyboard, whatever team was for keyboard. I think that's the instruments one. But yeah, that's how far as I predicted it. It might have been even later than that. I definitely set up predictions of it during live streams whenever I was at Office Soda Wave or Officer Dan's streams and everything like that. I think I predicted it as well on Who Watches This is Discord too, and a few others. I don't know. I'm not gonna go out of my way to like straight up find everything, but trust me, I've been predicting it for a little while now. Dude, I'm just gonna be honest with you. From this point on, is like I'm not a professional when it comes to these kind of like whatever you want to call this type of video. You can call it a podcast, but I say this is an anti like podcast or whatever. It's just me ranting. Basically unedited audio, unless I have to cut out pause for like more than like a minute or something. So basically it's just raw audio. I'm just trying hard to keep the microphone like levels up and everything. It's not going like past the red up now. It's past the red zone, but in between green and yellow. So it's what it is. What it is. So I'm definitely looking forward to this Splatfest. I'm gonna get a lot of levels up. Probably I'm gonna use as much of my XP things as possible. Not spend a damn cent. I'm probably gonna play at least 1 or 2 days before the actual event, at least for an hour, a few hours or so I can get those conch shells and then proceed from there. I'm definitely excited to hear what the full version of that song is, and I've been expecting also, where's the Christmas and spring version, or Halloween and then the Christmas versions of the Anarchy Rainbow themes? Because I haven't seen those OSTs styles in the jukebox at all. It might be in YouTube audio libraries, but I'm not going out of my way to look for it at the moment. But I'm just saying, look, like the way that they sing it differently in the last few events that we had, you would think somebody would be like, oh cool, they're doing it differently, might as well record that audio and then proceed from there. There might be some, there may not be, I don't know. Still, actually, believe it or not, I never completed the entirety of the second DLC, the side order DLC. Mainly because, dude, I'm gonna be honest, it's just been frustrating just to get through those levels, dude. And the fact that I know how the bosses finally work, for the most part, and obviously it's not the bosses that are the issues, it's obviously the Octarians like level. That one's pretty annoying, but it's mainly the harder difficulty levels. And then you're gonna sit there and be like, oh no shit, it's gonna be hard because that's what you're playing it on, or whatever. And it's like, I get the idea of it, but still, the fact that I can't get a way to even like sit and recharge, and then everything being ridiculously pricey, and it keeps going up and up and up, and I'm getting less and less and less per every floor, it doesn't help. Like ever. Uh, but honestly, I'll get through it eventually. It's just I'm not in the mood to actually go out of my way and complete it. I'll probably will after the campaign, like the entire Splatfest event's over. And speaking of other Splatfest, we haven't got many live styled Splatfest for the third saga. Anyways, I think there was only two. One of them people were there, and the other one nobody was there because of like somebody was being a dipshit and threatened to shoot up the place or something, or put people in physical harm or whatever. So they had to evacuate everybody, telling them that it was canceled, but they still recorded it and it's uploaded and everything. Kind of awkward though, because it's like you want people to cheer and then like clap, and then it's like dead silence. But I haven't been doing a lot of those. Honestly, they remind me of what do you call what are they called? It's for Miku's concerts. They were almost like Vocaloid concerts, kinda, in the sense of it being of a like solid virtual visual board or whatever you want to call it, which is honestly really cool. You would think the U.S. would have that kind of stuff, and if they do, I haven't found any. If there is, feel free to let me know if there is one, because I definitely want to see some videos of that mechanic being ran for those Vocaloid style concerts. But again, massive doubt that that's even a thing. God, trying to stall for like content, dude. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm 17 minutes in. At least that's what my recording segment says. Once we end this thing and it's going to be like 5 gigabytes long, and I'm just recording a black screen and just has audio. Whatever. Alright, we're 3 down, so might as well get the esports segment out of the way. Esports predicaments, anyways. There's actually 3 segments I want to look at here. Let's look at the CDL here for the COD Division League. There we go. What teams are up and running? Let's see. I guess the championship's over for. It was Atlanta FaZe that won. Go figure. And they were. Whoa, were they against Optic? I just saw. Let's see. Yeah, they were. It was Optic. It was Team Optic here. And I see. I think that's Seattle Surge. Okay, so the 8 teams that ended up making it was Optic, Cloud9, Atlanta FaZe, Boston Breach, Ultra Toronto's, 100 Thieves, Seattle Surge. Oh, wow, so Seattle Surge actually made it. That's actually surprised because of the team. The players that are on that team are literal fucking dog shit. So, and then I think that's London. I'm pretty sure I think that's London. Can't be certain for sure, but that's my guess on it. And then out of all of them, Atlanta FaZe won, so go figure. Let's check out League of Legends Esports. Who's winning in that team? Looks like the GAMs ended up winning. Again, I thought Gen G would actually... Not Gen G. Gen G's for Valorant Esports. I thought they were going to win, which we're going to look at to see if they did or not. Definitely didn't expect the GAMs to win this one. Consistency is key, and GAM Esports is the definition of dominance, according to main card. And yes, that's how he said it. He didn't say game, he said GAM. Let's look at Valorant Esports here. Who won the Esports? Levitate... Leviathan. Leviathan GGs ended up winning. Again, I thought Gen G was gonna win because the one game I thought I saw them playing, but it might have not even been Gen G. I think Gen G is either in a Valorant or it's from Rocket League. Might as well look at Rocket League then too. Let's see who won Rocket League. Who won? Let's see. They won it for America, but the job is done. G2 ended up winning the championships. Major 2, anyways. That's pretty cool. Again, so many teams you have to catch up with, especially for esports, anyways. And since we're sitting here on Twitter, we might as well check the trending segment. Let's see. Number 1 in the trending Jesus fucking Christ, I can't speak. In the trending segment is Love is Land USA. Or Love Island. Oh my fucking god. I need fucking sleep. Love Island USA. Don't know what that is. For politics is 2. It's DNC convention. Oh god. More politics in 3. Number 4 is WWE Raw. 5 is Steve Kerr in sports. More politics, Ashley Biden. No fucking thanks. Politics in 7. 8 is actually Star Wars entertainment. I did hear about there's a segment going on where people weren't happy with the upcoming Star Wars. Either it's from the movie, it's from the game. It's one of the two. More politics in 9 and 10 and 11. News is C-SPAN. More politics in 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up to 17. News is Meg YN. I'm not gonna bother to say try to say it. Maybe Megan, but might be not. Just trending is Ander. Politics again in 20. Food, Pizza Hut. Well, Pizza Hut's on there. I would expect Domino's, but Pizza Hut, I don't know, maybe they have some kind of sale going on. MLB for 22 is Yainer. Or Yainer. I don't know. MLB for Gavin Stone. Might have said that wrong. I apologize if I did. That's on trending is Doge. I can imagine it's that shitty Bitcoin shit that nobody should be getting into because it's an absolute scam for and it's run by Democrats. So I hope that comment pisses somebody off. Wrestling for 25, we have Shia Moss. Butchered the name. I'm gonna butcher a lot of names. Politics again in 26. Wrestling is Hulk Hogan. Definitely know that guy. I've heard him on multiple occasions. Fits for entertainment on 28. 29th in entertainment is Tony Goldwyn. I'm pretty sure I heard of that guy. And then trending in 30th is the East Coast. Let's do Tony Goldwyn. Let me see if I recognize, because that name sounds very familiar. He looks so familiar. I swear I've seen him before. Oh, he's in movies and shows. Let me see what shows he's on. Maybe I've seen him on a show. Okay, he was in He was in the original Tarzan in 1999. Very nice. I think we just saw Oppenheimer. If that's what I think it is, then yeah, I definitely seen his face there. He was in Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives. Okay, what else is there? I'm just scrolling through Google, so there might be more movies on here that it's not telling me. He was in the Pocahontas the Legend in 1995. Didn't think there was a live-action Pocahontas, but it might be something different. I might be wrong. Friday the 13th, the series, from 1987 to 1990. And I'm pretty sure I heard about Youngblood. Or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, definitely know a few of those movies. Some I seen, others I didn't. And surprisingly, last and not least in my notes segment, anyways, it is possible setup. There might be a possibility of a solid stationary setup because I've been moving stuff around for how long now, and I think I finally got a position for everything. I plan on getting another monitor, but in order to do that, I need to figure out where to put the PS5 at because it's literally sitting right next to the monitor. And I got a bunch of other like knickknacks and stuff like that, or just shiny stuff in general, outside of the main setup, gaming wise, anyways. Like vinyls and then CDs. Yes, I still collect CDs. Fuck off if you say otherwise, or have a problem with it. It's like I'm also a person who uses money over a credit card, and stores should not be getting rid of the idea of getting. Oh my god, I can't speak. They should not get rid of cash and make it credit only. If you ask me, anyways. Because I'm the kind of guy who would carry cash. Got a few more hats to add to my little hat collection. Nothing big, but outside of that, I can say one thing. I ended up upgrading my headset. I still have my Corsairs Real Talk R's. They are now used for plugged into my monitor if I'm playing on console directly through my monitor with a 120 hertz advantage. And these are my new gen consoles, anyways. So the PC setup, I have Astro A50s for my PC. But I say I've been enjoying them. Not only can they work on PC, but they also work great for a console, or PlayStation 5 anyways, specifically. So if I'm in a party chat in PlayStation, I just switch it over to PlayStation, and then I can just talk through party chat while running it through my monitor for that 120 hertz advantage. Obviously, the 360 and Switch are hooked up to the TV, but I might end up putting my Switch and 360 possibly into my second monitor whenever I end up getting that. At this rate, I'm probably just dragging on and on and on about it, but I don't know what to name the video, honestly. I don't even know if I should just name it like Apolo Talks or Apolo Rants. It's one or the other. I'll try to come up with different like scenarios and stories I'll probably add for the next one. I want to try to upload these like Sunday wise, but there's no guarantee. I don't even know when my next one's gonna be. I'm just surprised I'm sitting here for the last 28 minutes just yammering my ass off about some random stuff. And again, completely raw audio, honestly, unless there's huge pauses, then I would like cut it out completely by just hitting. I'm so glad OBS has a pause button because honestly, if they didn't have that pause button, I would literally get lost on like where to stop at, what to cut out, and stuff like that. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll end up having like 15 minutes of the For Honor, and then the other half would be MW2 2009 edition on IW4X. I might do IW4X first because of me mentioning the whole H2M scenario, so should have mentioned that in the beginning, but I just thought of it now. And it's totally not another reason to stretch out at least 1 or 2 more minutes because I have 40 fucking minutes of footage that I need to get out and into the editor anyways. Most of it's just literally not even gameplay. It's literally just me commentating on top of gameplay, so. And it's already been paused, so you don't have to see the aftermath scenarios. They will just cut straight to the next part of the action. And if you're wondering, why am I playing against bots in For Honor, it's because I don't have the gold membership anymore. Or the ultimate pass anyways. I'm sure I can get the pass for like $20. Kind of like how I can get Switch Online for 10 to 15, maybe even $20 as well. I might end up doing that actually, especially if it's like yearly. I don't think it's yearly. I'm thinking it's monthly. It's one of the two, but again, might happen, might not happen. If not, it's just bots. And I'm pretty sure, regardless if you're online or against bots, you end up actually increasing your numbers for your faction. And my faction is clearly samurai, so I'm pretty sure everybody goes for samurai, even though there's literally like the other three. Obviously, you got Vikings, then you got Knight, and then Samurai. I think everybody chooses Samurai because of how cool it is. And then, of course, you got all those shows and stuff that are coming out that are like samurai related and everything. I just saw David. Was playing Ghost of Tushinapi, or however you pronounce it. I butcher names. I'm sorry. I can't help it. But overall, I think I got everything I wanted to speak about. Probably the next one will just be a bunch of random stories and stuff just mashed together. And hopefully I won't have to stall and just like sit here like getting out, basically trying to figure out how to speak. Again, it's been how long since I literally done a commentary overall. Even without my camera. I don't even have my camera on or anything either. So, again, possible setup maybe in the future. Or it might be right after this video. I don't fucking know. But again, thank you for sitting here, putting up with my rambling. My voice is horrible. I can't even bear to listen to it right after this is over, so. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be adding this little new thing to the end of the videos now, but yeah. I'm gonna turn on my headphones, listen to my. So I clicked a button on my headset. I had to rearrange it again. I'm gonna have to sit here, listen to my horrible voice. It sounds like I either deep-throated a cactus or like had like 50 packs of Marlboro Reds in one sitting, or both, honestly, and then gargled lemon juice on top of it. But thanks for watching. Fuck Activision, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.